Alright, so I'm here at a laundromat because, as I mentioned in my other video, my washer at home exploded, or rather started smoking, which was very unfortunate. But I got the news that the new one's coming on the 10th, which is like 2 weeks from now. And this is my first time coming to this laundromat, and I am spending at least $14 to do 3 blankets because I needed to wash my bedding and I don't feel like going to a different laundromat. So this is a moleskin sketchbook that I have not worked on for quite a while. These are illustrations that went in my first novel. That one sucks. That one doesn't. I like this one a lot. That one's pretty good. But this one's for the novel I'm working on right now, and I am not even going to do illustrations for that. I am just going to draw some random stuff because it's been a while since I just drew some random stuff. It's been a long time since I've used this rapidograph, and you can tell because the ink is coming right out of there. Holy moly. It was stuck earlier, and now it is pouring way too much because of the heat. And I am just going to do this. I'm going to go with this. It's heavy. I don't know what I'm doing. I wasn't expecting this rapidograph. It's like 0.005. And the ink is just flowing right now, and I'm hoping it will slow down, but I'm just trying to work with it. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out. Pens can be so high maintenance. You don't use one for like 2 weeks and suddenly it starts doing stuff like this. I'm eventually just going to go back to being a nothing but micron guy. Like, this is fun. It's cool to have like heavy shadow coming out of this. But at the same time, every time something like this happens, I'm worried it won't go back to being its actual intended width. Which means that it would, like, I don't know, these things like leak all the time. They leak on my hand when I'm drawing. This is the second one I've owned, and it's like, you can see how, like, you see that? Those are teeth marks. Because when I had to change the ink for the first time, it would not budge. And I tried using a wrench. Tried using a wrench to get it off, and it did not. So I had to use my mouth instead, and it got completely wrecked because of that, but I don't care because it still leaves a mark. And even though it's not, oh, see, it's starting to even out a little bit. Maybe just because I'm using it a lot. See, it's starting to normalize. It's cool. Got some nice, thick, expressive lines from the beginning of this piece. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to go in like 15 minutes, change the laundry, go back to my place, get more quarters, because I wasn't prepared, because I have a whole other load, which means technically that if I come back here, I would be spending, it's like $7 a load, man. So I'd be spending $21 on laundry. No wonder. I was worried there would be people here taking up this spot, or like crowding it, because I've passed by the other day. I was like, oh, I'll just do my laundry there and sit on the bench and draw in my moleskin, because hey, that'd be cool. And I was very happy when I showed up and nobody was here. And I was like, wow, it's Saturday. Noon. It's noon on a Saturday. Nobody else in this neighborhood has to do laundry. And I realize it's because everyone that lives in this neighborhood probably knows that this laundromat is a scam. So I will probably just do the loads that are... I'll finish the loads that are going right now, and then just go to a different one later. But that doesn't matter. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. When I draw, there's this, I have what I call music festival mode, where I don't really have any intent for what I'm doing. I'm just doing whatever looks good. And it usually just ends up looking like the stuff that people like to see when they go to music festivals. And it's been a while since I've done any ink. So I don't know, maybe that's why this... I would say that's why this doesn't look that good, but it actually looks okay. Except for that. I'm probably going to just start a new one pretty soon. I don't even know. Alright. I gotta wait for that to dry before I turn the page. Also brought this in case I wanted to read instead, which, I don't know. I've started reading this and it's pretty good. God, this thing is... I'm just gonna have to change the ink later. Look at that. Can you see that bubble? That's crazy. Gosh. There's just no hope for today, is there? Anyways, yeah. This guy... I bought a bunch of books from like the late 19th century because I'm trying to like find inspiration for the next installment in the series that I'm writing. And this is kind of the vibe I'm looking for. And this guy is one of a few who supposedly influenced H.P. Lovecraft a lot. And I've been meaning to read it for a while. And I have all those Gothic authors that did that influenced that weird fiction style. This guy is the one that seems like the most interesting. But it's an interesting cover. Looks familiar. Maybe I'll draw another face down here. I don't know. This isn't going anywhere. God. Alright, I'll just try to keep it. I'll try to let it dry and hold it up like that. And I'll just start. I'm gonna... Luckily, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Rapidograph is not a very good company. They seem to make very, very faulty products that break very easily. But I have a different pen of the same ilk from a different company in a drawer, so I'll probably break that out whenever I decide to start doing this again, because god damn, rapidographs are so fussy. I'm sure all I have to do is actually just add new ink and it'll probably fix itself. better. I don't know how it looks to you guys, but I can't really see it when it's in the sun. Sick. It'd be like that. Ah, that looks nice. I love that. Cool. See, that's the thing about rapidographs is I complain and I moan, but they got what I need. Oh. Hello. Hello. How you doing? Bro, I saw that dog like a year ago. I'm amazed that dog is I'm amazed that dog is still around. That's cool. I do kind of like it when it gets like scratchy like that. You can't really make up its mind. Like, does it want to like have too much ink coming out or like too little? But honestly, this is kind of why I like this texture that it's doing. Like I always say, the worse the better. Look at that. Is this recording? Oh yeah, it is still recording. I got a couple minutes, I guess. I'm sweating so much. I don't know why. I'm sweating constantly this year. Look at that. That's awesome. Now what kind of... I might have to switch over to micron for the hair. This is way too thin. I might have to just throw this pen out eventually. It's getting so jank. Alright. Got that. Now these are, I brought all these microns because so many of these are so old that like, I'll try this one. I got a whole other, like, I have like 2 other bundles like that in there, different sizes. But like, see, this one works pretty well. Kinda. You can tell it's old. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's gotta at least make some kind of mark. Really messy hair. Messy dark hair. This might not be enough for that. Ah, that's much better. See? Ah, much better. I'm going to be doing this for a while. I really want to lay it on pretty thick, but still try to make it go as quick as possible, you know. Whenever I draw... Alright, hold on. I didn't want to do this. But you left me no choice. You can get as smeared as it wants. I don't care. Yeah, this is so much better than the other one. Go away. I'm done with you. I'm drawing a new page now. Alright, do I want to go with probably just keep the micron to the hair. If I go back to the face, I'll go back to the rapidograph. That was the most disgusting train noise I've ever heard in my life. This is the sound a train makes when it realizes it has gonorrhea. Fuck! I love ugly hair. Here, probably. Well, alright, you know what? I'll break that out again. Eventually. Oh wait, did it stop recording? No, it didn't. I just can't see the recording light in this in the sun. Alright, that makes sense. Let's see what's up. Okay, the ink's really heavy again. That's honestly cool, because that's kind of what I need. Just fill out these details again. Counter the hair. What a lovely day. Ye gods. Alright, I'll just do the rest in micron, whatever. Try to have a rapidograph, try to have a good time. Whatever. Yeah, I know, it's not very good. It's fine though. I'm just trying to kill time. If I had like a brush pen on me, I forgot to bring any of those. Whatever. Ugh. See, the issue with moleskins is drawing to the edge is such a pain. Such high quality paper, but it's so lightweight that it's like impossible to draw the edge without it just getting really cleany, you know? Sometimes you just like, sometimes I just wish I could like just tear right through, because it just gets so annoying. Honestly, my goal is to have as much of this just be solid black as possible, even though it's doing that with a 5mm is kind of difficult. I'm just going to time myself to when the video stops, and then that's when this piece is done. I'm just going to keep laying on the hair after that. The face is done. See what I mean about the edge of these fucking things, dude? Whatever. Be that way. I'm gonna get a quesadilla after this. I don't know if you can see that. There's a quesadilla place right across the building. pretty close to done. I think the camera's probably, I don't know, whatever. Just keep going.